Everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be going over my November fragrance tray. Now, let me just let you know right now, these fragrances are all over the map, okay? We got designer, niche, viral, ain't nobody ever heard of you fragrances. We got stuff from TJ Maxx. It's a little bit of everything, and I believe in diversification, you know, spreading the love, because I got a ton of different things in my collection. And so I just decided to kind of pick for fragrance that I literally have not worn in a while or just haven't really sprayed. And I was like, I'm not going to be worrying about curating and making it, you know, within one particular area or another. No, it's literally fragrances that I've either forgotten about you or I just haven't had a chance to wear. And I want to spend some time with you. So if you're interested to see what is on my November tray and hanging out with me a little bit, please continue to watch. If you are new here, beautiful, welcome to the channel. I do hope you consider subscribing. We have lots of fun here and we smell good too. And if you are returning, hey friends, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. That does help for us to grow. Also, make sure to hype this video. It tells YouTube that you're enjoying the content on my channel. And let's get right into this video. Up first is Boy Smells. I feel like I may have talked about this on my channel because this is a recent purchase for me. I didn't pick it up at Sephora, but I will let you know you can get this at Sephora. So we are still in the VIB era. So you can pick this up at a discount. But this fragrance is going to be like your ambery type of vanilla with some animalic touches to it. It's a little, it's a different type of vanilla. To me, I smell something very powdery. And I think there's like tulip in this fragrance. I smell something powdery and creamy. And when I first smelled it, I feel like I smelled this a while ago and it didn't really do anything for me. And then I was out doing something at the, what store was that? I think it was Anthropologie. They sell this and I wasn't sniffing fragrances. I went over, sniffed this. I was like, oh, I need her. So picked her up and I'm super happy that I have her. And I can't wait to get some great wears out of her. So this is Vanilla Era. I hope I didn't say Vanilla Era. Vanilla Era from Boy Smells. Up next is NoMad from Bond number 9. This is not a new release from the house, but she's somewhat new to me. I think I told you all a story about how I was testing a sample that I had for a while. And I think I still have a little bit of it, but this went on sale during a Joma Shop sale. Honey, I had to pick her up. She was much less than buying some of these designer scents. And I said, yes, I want her. This is like a fruity rose and oud scent. It's a heavy scent, but she also has these lighter, airier qualities to it. And it just smells fantastic. Fantastic and fantastic. There's pear, there's black currant in this fragrance. There's some juiciness to it, but also gets down to business with that rose and oud. So she is next up on the tray. This is NoMad from Bond number 9. Up next is GIGGLEPUFF by Hekayat Attar. Hopefully I pronounced that properly, but this is your beautiful lemony gourmandy type of fragrance that's in the same vein as Capri in a Bottle, or even what's the yellow one from Forever Mood? It's escaping me. Hard to get, I think is what it is. But this is in that same vein. I had this fragrance when it was, you know, a little warmer outside, and I was wearing her and she performed well. And I just want to see how she's going to do in the colder months. Okay, I'm looking forward to smelling like a lemon cookie and all of the good things. Now, y'all know I love me a good coconut note, and she is in here. So, you know, maybe a lemon cookie with some coconut shavings is what I'll be smelling like for this holiday season or this colder November. But yeah, this is a really good interpretation of the original. I only have a small sample I got from, I want to say Naturally Liz sent that over to me. So thank you for that. But she is next up on the tray. This is GIGGLEPUFF from Hekayat Attar. Up next is a new release from Victoria's Secret. And if you all watched the video that I did about which fragrance brand do I have the most fragrances from, and for me, it's Victoria's Secret. I had absolutely no idea, okay? But this is the new release, and baby, when I tell you, Bombshell Soiree has to be the best one. It has to be the best iteration of all of the Bombshells. Now, it's so new. She's so new. that you can't even see her on Fragrantica. So I had to go to Victoria's website to pull up the notes, okay? So let's read the notes. Notes are jeweled pear, oof, velvet peony, and sparkly woods. I don't even know what a sparkly wood is, but this fragrance is so beautiful. She is seductive. She's sweet. There is something that feels velvety in here. Like, I have fragrances and I describe them as smelling textured. This smells textured in a way that you feel like something's holding you. You absolutely get juicy pear. You get a woody tone, but it's just so slightly in the background. Oh, there is something sparkly about this, like a light champagne. This is so daggone pretty. Now, I took advantage of this during a sale that they were having. I want to say these were $25. The smaller bottles were $25. When I tell you I should have bought 10 of them to give them away as stocking stuffers and gifts. This is so damn good. I can't, please let me know. Have you tried this? Have you gotten your nose on this? I highly recommend this. Highly recommend this. This fragrance can be worn daytime or nighttime. I feel like this fragrance also will perform in the winter, or not the winter, in the fall, but not blistering cold. But baby, in the spring soiree, that's when she is going to have her moment. That's when I feel like she'll smell the best. Not in the blistering heat and not in the blistering cold. But in the springtime, call me a bombshell soiree. That's me. And also she'll do well in the fall. So I'll be looking forward to spraying her down. Now, I will also say this smells like a beautiful scent to smell like in a luxurious bathroom or a luxurious like hotel or something like that. It wears well as a perfume, but I could also see it like pumping through the vents of like the one hotel on an exotic island or something like that. She cute, okay? She next up on the tray. This is Bombshell Soiree by Victoria's Secret. Up next is Cassili from Parfums de Marly. This is my very first purchase from the house. I haven't worn her in a while, and so I just wanted to pay her some love. She is a fruity, creamy, pretty girl type of scent, and she, in my opinion, is thick enough to weather some cold weather. She's thick enough to cut through the cold weather, even though she has, you know, like that frangipani, soft floral type of scent, but she definitely, you know, she can hold her own. So this is Cassili by Parfums de Marly. Up next is Gris Dior by Dior. This fragrance is going to be like your earthy, mossy type of scent with some citruses, if you will. This fragrance has oak moss, bergamot, rose, patchouli, amber, sandalwood, cedarwood. The fragrance is definitely somewhat earthy. I can smell the patchouli, but I love a good patchouli note. It smells clean. This is not a safe blind buy. It's not for everyone, but to me, this smells like, it is definitely unisex, but it gives like slick back bun, collared shirt, jeans, and like a nice like blazer, like a nice blazer to go with it. And, you know, office safe for sure, or you can just be hanging out, you know, in DC, having cocktails, talking, I wouldn't say politics, but definitely talking, you know, something of an important matter if you need to. Talking money, talking business or whatnot. But this is a great scent. And this is going to be for those days where I just want to smell important. I want to smell important, or I want to smell like you better take me serious or something's getting ready to happen, even though it might not. So this is Gris Dior by Dior. Up next is Blanche, Bête by Liquid Imaginaires. This is going to be your creamy, milky, mystical type of scent. And the reason why I want her on my tray is I completely forgot, and thank you to my fragrance fairy who reminded me of this, but you can spray the fragrance inside, light it on fire, basically eliminate or cook off all of the oils, or cook off all of the alcohol and be left with the oil, and you can use that to rub on your skin, on your pulse points, to intensify the fragrance. And baby, when I tell you it works, it works. I absolutely love it. When I wore it that way, after she told me about it, I was like, oh my God, it makes the fragrance last forever and ever and ever. It just keeps going and going and going like the Duracell battery. So I was like, you know what? We getting ready to have some of that. We getting ready to have some of that action in the month of November. So this is Blanche Bête by Liquid Imaginaires. Up next is It Factor by Dossier. You guys, I have like 10 Dossier fragrances and I rebuy them, especially the one that smells like, you know, your Love Don't Be Shy, Oriana type vibe. I buy that one over and over and over again. And so I recently picked this up. I seen this fragrance and I was like, I'm kind of interested in this scent profile. It Factor from Dossier smells like a woody, ambery, vanillic scent that has a lot of santal presence. It has a woody presence to it. And so it almost smells kind of like Santal Vanille from the Seven Virtues or Santal 33 from Le Labo, but with some vanilla, with some amber. It's sweeter than those two girls, but the Santal in It Factor is still very present like in those two girls. So I'm looking forward to wearing her and enjoying my wearing experience. I've worn her a couple of times, if you can see, but I'm looking forward to doing this all over the place. Okay, so this is It Factor from Dossier. Up next is Whispering Vanilla. This is by ByTru Perfumes. I have absolutely no idea what the notes are of this fragrance, but I know that I was inside of my local TJ Maxx, and like a lot of us, I was sniffing and smelling and doing the things, and I came across this fragrance and I was like, this is a nice, easy grab and go, put at your bedside type of scent. If you like, let's say you got dressed for, you know, bedtime and you forgot to put your perfume on and you wanted something, but you didn't feel like getting up. Reach over, grab her. She's cute. She is a soft vanilla fragrance, almost has like some spices to it, but sweet spices. Like there's nothing hot or spicy about it. Like when I say cinnamon, I don't want you to think big red gum. No, think apple pie. Think something very sweet. This smells almost like vanilla, a little bit of chocolate, almost like chocolatey and airy. I don't even know if that makes any sense, but it does. Like maybe brown sugar, a sweet brown sugar and a little bit of florals involved, and you got vanilla whisper or whispering vanilla. It's cute. I've worn her a couple of times and I don't have any issues out of her. I don't expect much because I paid like $16 for it. And so she gives me a good 3 to 4 hours, and that's really all that I use her for. Just something to kind of if I don't have anything on, but she's pretty. And I want to actually wear her a little bit more. I want to try and layer her with some things to see what I can come up with, because I see this out in the wild quite often and people buy it because they keep replenishing it. Okay, so somebody wearing it. And so if you have her, please let me know what you think about her. I can't find the notes because she's not on Fragrantica. I'm on Perfumo. I don't see any notes listed there, but if you know, please let us know down in the comments. Again, this is Whispering Vanilla from ByTru Perfumes. Last but certainly not least is Fawn by Ellis Brooklyn. This is more of your clean, fresh, floral fragrance. There's some citruses in here. Also, there's coconut in here. Like there's a couple fragrances on this list that have coconut in it, which is unintended, but that just goes to show you that coconut is a note that is in my collection through and through, and I love having it in perfumery. So when I wear this, it's a fragrance that is sweet to me. So that's the coconut coming through. There's a magnolia in here. So there's definitely a different type of white floral, but it's a clean, soft, coconutty, citrusy type of fragrance that is easy to wear. Think of like your Chanel's, not, you know, beast mode Chanel's. Think of like Chanel Chance. Think of how clean like Bamboo from Gucci is. Just that airy, transparent type of vibe that you might get even from some of your ByTru fragrances. That's the airiness that is in this bottle, even though none of those fragrances smell like this one. Again, this is going to be a floral fragrance with some citrus components and some sweetness from that coconut. So this is Fawn by Ellis Brooklyn. All right, you guys, so that's the tray. That is the tray for the month of November. I don't have any like heavy hitting, big, deep, dark oudy type of scents. Well, I mean, I know I have NoMad from Bond 9, but I don't have a lot of your traditional fragrances that people would gravitate to put on their November tray, because I know I'm going to pull for them already. I know I'm going to pull for them just in my regular day-to-day. And so I wanted to highlight some things that I might skip over. I want to highlight some things that I haven't worn in a while or at all, and that I feel like can, you know, fill in the gap when things get a little warmer, or, you know, my day just feels different, or I have something to do, because I don't always want to smell super edible. Always incredible, but not necessarily always super edible and beast mode. So you guys, let me know what is on your November tray. What are you rocking? Do you have a theme? I would absolutely love to know. Also, let me know what's new in your collection. And if you are out here shopping the Sephora sale, girl, because I'm on order number 2, about to be on order number 3. Somebody just come get my wallet. Come get my wallet, hide it from me, because I'm doing the most. But again, you guys, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. That does help for us to grow. Also, make sure to like and hype this video. It tells YouTube that you're enjoying the content on my channel. And until we see each other again, make sure that you are being kind to yourself. Make sure you're being kind to others. And peace and love, y'all. The world needs it. Bye.